Are you worried that you're going to sound salesy? This is a question that I get all the time when it comes to pitching from the stage. And I was actually speaking recently with my friend Lisa. She's the founder of the Female Founders Journal. And we were discussing two very different experiences that we each had at conferences. Okay, so I'll share mine first. It comes time for the pitch before lunch, which is pretty classic at a 2-day conference. And we're told that, oh, look, there's a special if you buy into this mastermind right now. And guess what? You get access to a special creme de la creme lunch. And if you don't, then you get a good enough, nice enough lunch in a totally different room. So you have an option, and it's up to you to decide which one do you want? Do you want to be in the elevated room, choosing your higher self, or settling for the standard? And I should also mention that I wasn't compelled to sign up for that mastermind, so I was in the lackluster room, meanwhile being pitched to the whole time by people that were already in the program, that were hired to come around and ask, oh, hey, so why didn't you join? Or, oh, do you want to know more? And just really not leaving us alone. And I remember speaking with someone, an Instagram influencer that was sitting next to me, who also decided to not partake in the elevated experience. And she's like, oh, this feels really icky. Yeah, like, and there were also other signs, like during the talking portion, there were some speakers that were speaking testimonials and how much their lives changed, but also getting super intense and saying that they would die for the founder of the organization, which is a little bit cult-like, you could say. So let's contrast this with Lisa's experience. So Lisa is at a conference. Similarly, there is a lunch break, and they have a different call to action, yet similar options. They are told, hey, here's this mastermind. We're not going to go into the nitty-gritty right now, but if you're curious to learn more, go to this nice elevated lunch in this room where you'll be able to ask your questions and learn more about what we're offering to you. Or we do have a general admission sort of lunch. It is a pitch-free zone. So take your pick, whichever one you want. There's no pressure. We just want you to enjoy this experience. So this illustrates something that people are concerned about usually. They don't want to be pushy. They want to make the sale, but there's a way to do that that is really capitalizing upon scarcity mindset versus allowing people to have choice and inviting them in from a curiosity, from a perspective of, oh, maybe, oh, and sure, you could get some people going to the elevated lunch that tune out what's being said, but in essence, they have consented to being pitched at. And especially when you're at a high level conference that costs 4 figures to attend, it's nice to have that option. Let's say that you're just testing the waters, or maybe you're already a member of the mastermind. I mean, I guess that's the incentive. If you're already a member, you just automatically get to be a part of that elevated experience. But yeah, this really hit home for me how I like to guide my public speaking clients to invite people in to things and sure, illustrate the benefits and give a few testimonials. But if you're making it clear that people are really missing out if they don't take you up on it, and that they'll actually be socially excluded if they haven't yet decided, or if they're not putting their money where their mouth is like right away, then that's not necessarily inspiring people to make the most empowered, thoughtful choice. And while in sales, it is useful to ride the wave. And like when it's hot, it's hot. You got to go for that. But it's about, do you want people that are making rush decisions because they're afraid of being left out or missing out on something, or because they got to know more about it and in a really sort of relaxed environment, they said, this is what I need. And they have that inner knowing that maybe it takes a little bit longer to get to. Maybe it takes a couple inches for that to happen. But yeah, it is in greater integrity. And I'd say when you're really leading from a place of providing true value, it's not always about those quick wins. That's a little bit of a rookie move. It's about having that sense of trust that gets to build over time. Feel free to comment if there's anything that stood out to you in this video. And of course, I am available for a Confident Speaker Clarity Call. If you are interested in public speaking, go ahead and click the link below and you can apply for a conversation with me. And without further ado, wishing you a wonderful day.